Miss Kitty. Steak popsicle stick in my Hello, Americans. And other friends and subscribers around the world. That handle is
That's yours. Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. I'm about ready to lose the.
Yeah. You hit the bad Miss Kitty and it's because you hit the handle a couple times.
No, look at the hit the. Oh, looks good.
That's crap.
How about taking off a bunch of.
Yeah, I'll put wedge in there, but that's that fiberglass stuff. Oh, shoot. What the heck? They're evading us. Preppers, get ready. Oh, it is military too, man. Check it out. What in the heck? What in the heck are them boys doing? Not that, not something we see a lot of up here. Well, I gotta get all this crap set again. Holy smokes.
How'd you have that before?
I guess kind of like that. So, out here, actually it's about time for my cowboy hat, but I've been out here cutting some wood and doing some chores, and you can see, I just lost my jacket. Let's start manual labor. You warm up, it's about time to get my cowboy hat back on, but the sun's out, man, it's nice. It's the wind. Yeah, that's one of the reasons you're in the camera's inside the woodshed there. Is kind of windy and chilly. Oh, I was doing this for you.
And noisy.
And noisy. There, Miss Kitty.
Oh, that was so much easier than me doing it.
What, you want me to do that one too? Well, it gets easier now.
Oh, that's true. I guess you could save those ones for me.
But we still got some wood behind you there, behind the camera there. We've definitely been burning. Getting down there, we're still pretty good. I'm sawing up some. I don't like swinging this with you right there.
Go.
Mess up my pretty face.
I'll throw the.
Alright, here's his frisbee. And then his tennis ball things over there. Dog. Getting spoiled by all these people.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, look at that. Now that was an easy split. You see that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, man, we haven't done we haven't had to chop no dang wood for a while. Just loving it. Oh, look at that knot. I need to flip that one over. There. You want me to do that one for you too, Miss
You're going to do
Kitty?
this one right here next.
Holy smokes, dude. But, anyway, I thought, we're doing a video or are we chopping wood? We're supposed to be on there pressing all them people out there.
I am not picking that one up.
Is that heavy?
Yeah.
Oh my lord! You probably need a
maul or a
wedge for it.
Okay, I can get us a wedge.
Let's see.
Go ahead and do your talking. I know you like
let me see if I can
okay.
get it to crack. Oh, it cracked.
Oh. Ready to spin it? One more and I'll spin.
Dude, I don't know if that's good.
Yeah, you actually have a crack.
Hey, you know, Miss Kitty, my cheerleader.
Right here.
Yes, ma'am. Oh. Yep, it's going.
Want to flip it upside down?
Nope.
One more.
Yeah. All right. Now, different. Time to go get my other hat. Oh, man. I'm getting a different hat.
Take a breather. I'll flip it.
Here's back on that camera. No editing.
I like giving him a challenge. Now let's see if we can do it there. This will help.
All right, man. Tim's up here in Idaho are kind of tropical today.
I got that flip for you.
It's definitely warmed up. Did you flip it over?
I did.
Oh man. We're definitely getting this splitter. Woo! And yes, folks, the plan is to invest in a splitter this year.
We got
And
one.
what we're gonna do, yeah,
You.
yeah, great. I like the ones that just slid easy, but we're actually, us, Katie and Tim, and Red are all planning on going in on one. You know, no sense in each one of us having one, so we're all gonna go in on a splitter. So it'll be cheaper for each and every one of us. Which will be nice. We'll still be out here and doing our, you know, well, I like to try, not this kind of stuff, but the, and them ones that do, let's see that, Miss Kitty. You're trying to exercise. I must improve my bust. Oh, them helicopters are circling.
Are they coming back around the other way?
Circling the mountain. What are they doing? Man, I'd like to know what the heck they're doing. But anyway, I thought we'd just do a little check in here. I'm out of breath. You better talk, Miss Kitty. We were got up this morning and got on the old buddy Kim Fife was on there, and so we got on. You know, we like to listen to them and chat a little bit. And when I'm sitting in there in my chair and using that dang phone, the live videos, it's kind of a real pain in the butt to, you know, to write back and forth. But anyway, listen to him and stuff, and then right at the end of his show, man, I'm like, all right, man, I gotta get to work. Got some wood to chop, some knives to make. Gotta get out there about then. Old Bob over there, cheaper than dirt. I mean, dude, it's cheap. Get a thing that he's gonna do a live show, and he hasn't been doing live shows. And I thought, gosh dang it, Bob, you do that right at the, I mean, in Tennessee. If it was, I don't know, he must have done that show at, it'd have to be, what, 11 o'clock his time?
Yeah.
Wasn't it about 9 o'clock?
Yeah, something like that.
So I ended up sitting there on my hindquarters and chatting with Bob. It was great. And then he gets upset with me and stuff when I don't answer the phone. And he said, man, as soon as he finished that video, he called us. He said, I got you, I know you're there. So I got to talk to him on the phone. Great, I hadn't talked to old Bob for a while. I love that guy. No, I just, I don't. No, I'm sweating, I'm hot, man. I need gloves, I need to strip down, be out here in my underwear, top wood. But, it was great, man. He had quite a handful of people on there. If you were on that, that was awesome. Some of our friends, some I was going to mention too yesterday that, or one of the days, that I did, and I'd actually seen, I think it was on Doug and Stacy's one time, and they had us in that little, and I didn't know they did it, but in that, because man, I don't know all this technical stuff, but in the little group, you know, check out our friends or whatever, on your main page over to the right, and we were in Doug and Stacy's. It's been some time back, and I always thought, well, that's cool, why don't I have that? And I thought it was because they had so many more subscribers. Well, I finally figured out how to do that.
So you do actually have it.
And I do actually have it. So I've been adding my some of yous all, you know, some of my friends. I'm gonna keep adding some on there and stuff. So check out the go to our main page, and there on the right, and it'll say what do I have it? Here's some of our friends or something, some of our friends or something like that. But go on there and check it out, man. And been putting some, got my, we just love Shannon. Got Shannon on there, Silver Springs. Got Tessie, Homestead Tessie. I just love her. She's great. She's so sweet. You got everybody, you know. Tessie's like a Miss Kitty, man. If you don't like Tessie, or she don't like you, there's something wrong with you, man. And same with Kitty. Which sometimes Kitty don't like me, so maybe there's something wrong. What the heck is wrong with me? But check out them, and Got to watch the checkout and the keywords. And then somebody was telling me. Actually, I've got a couple. Actually, one was who was it? Grampy. Grampy Campy. Check out Grampy Campy. But he was telling me, and then a couple other people mentioned it. Something about if you have Homestead in your title or whatever, that eBay was. Or eBay. That YouTube was. Yeah, not monetizing or whatever, demonetizing, and I haven't seen any of that. Every video I put up, you know, they send me that little deal, and I have to send it back to them for. Where it's pulling. Did you got a few bucks? Yeah. All right. He ended up going into town, so we ended up calling him and having him grab us a couple stuff, dropping it on by. But oh, what was I gonna say? Anyway, I haven't noticed that, so. You know, if you've heard or know anything about that, man, comment below and tell us. But I mean, if they're doing that, man, they're going to lose. They're blocking. They're going to lose a lot of money because there's a lot of homesteading and using. You know, I mean, even if you ain't if your name's not homesteading, you're still putting the homesteading in your, you know, in your heading or whatever. So, oh man. Well, this is the one she was going to do, see. I got all that, oh man, got all that, I showed on video yesterday doing the van remodel, excuse me, and got, you can't see it right here, but it's actually in this other wood crib. Got the fridge and all that. I'm actually going to put the fridge back in, well, if we end up taking off before we do it, but, and I'll number the next one when we get back to it. Actually gotta pull some, you know, the materials and stuff. All my pile over here, I gotta go through and get the materials together and get everything together to build with the cabinet. And then Miss Kitty, who was actually an interior designer for quite a few years. What?
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the city dwelling days. Well, we lived on the outskirts, but we still we're working in town. But anyway, she's an interior designer, and she's good at it. She knows all the colors and all that, you know, stuff to colors for moods, and pretty cool. She'd show me these colors. I talked about it in previous videos, and she'd be like, "We're gonna paint the wall this color," and I'm like, "What?" And then she'd do it, and man, it'd just be this wow. It was amazing. But anyway, she's going to drop what she wants. She does that a lot.
You talking about my kitchen?
No, that's yeah. It's the van or the kitchen. Which one you want done first?
Okay. Just after that nightmare I had, you know.
Yeah, tell about that.
I had a nightmare that I finally got my kitchen, and I hadn't even moved my pots and pans in, and he sold the property out. I didn't get that.
And I sold it without even talking to you?
Yeah.
Did we move to the pine trees?
No, somebody showed up, and I was showing off my kitchen, and you popped off behind me. Yeah, they're the new owners.
That's awesome. Did I get a lot of money? That's how you want to hear mine? I didn't even tell you.
I was not in a good mood yesterday.
Yeah, she was not.
All day.
I told her in the morning, man, this is something you probably should have said to your wife. I said,
your demeanor sucks.
You know, your demeanor really sucks today. I thought that was better than saying, hey, you're kind of being a jerk. But it's about the same, man. It turned out about the same. Her demeanor was sucked for the rest of the day, too. But, what was I going to say? Oh, mine. I didn't even tell you mine. It's more of a nightmare. What happened to you is we were out fishing and stuff, Salmon River, and we got bit by a rattlesnake.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather lose my kitchen than...
Yeah, but I cut your leg and sucked all that, sucked the poison out and stuff, and then we were trying to run down there, and ended up going into riggins, and it was a flipping nightmare, man. So now I'm paranoid. And I know what did it. It's because I was reading this book. I'm reading this book right now, and you should check it out. I don't have one for sale because I've sold quite a few, but it's called The River of No Return, and it's all the history of all the people that, you know, built places and homesteaded and ranched and gold mined and all that, you know, for the whole Salmon River. You know, so you're talking on the eastern side of Idaho, all the way through Frank Church Wilderness area. I mean, the Salmon River and the Snake River were like the freeways back in the day. You know, that's what they used to do.
Well, that's
But
how
anyway.
they transported it.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
It was literally.
And that's why they call it the River of No Return. If you didn't know this, they call it the River of No Return because they would do the I might just went blank on the name of the boats, but they'd build these boats in old Cap.
Here.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Everybody called him Cap. But, and he had made the most runs down from Salmon all the way, you know, on down to Riggins and stuff like that. And these boats, the reason they call it River of No Return, they'd build them in Salmon and they'd transport, man, they transported horses and I mean, all this stuff on these boats. But they'd transport them down and then the boats just stayed. There's actually one in Riggins and a couple around different places along the Salmon River because once they made it down here, they never went back. So it was the River of No Return.
The boats never returned.
Yeah. But anyway, that thing, I think the rattlesnake thing, and I read it just reading before I went to sleep, and they were talking about the one guy, and he was up there, up on the Salmon River, and they called him Stovepipe. His name, that was his nickname, was Stovepipe. You know why?
No.
He put stovepipes on his legs when he'd walk into Riggins.
Oh, because of
So the rattlesnakes, yeah, because the rattlesnakes would hit and just bounce off his deal. So it's probably what made me dream
think
that.
of rattlesnakes.
Yeah, man, we'll talk about anything on this wood chopping day. Anything to give me a break from swinging this thing for a minute.
I got another big one here for you.
Yeah, no, let's get it. Let's get it. Was there anything that you wanted to talk about on this?
No, just getting some chores done.
Loving our syrup.
Loving
Our syrup. We just had a.
French
Some
toast.
kind of ilks, man. We got this. We tried this.
Yeah, as we're talking to Bob about his weight loss thing, we're
We're cooking. We're on the phone with Bob, man. We're cooking up French toast,
Sorry,
maple
Bob.
syrup, and sausage. Sorry,
Sausage.
Bob. Man, it was tasty. But other than the sausage, it was some new mix that.
Yeah, I did.
What you got to watch it when your son-in-law. You got to watch what you say when your son-in-law's the meat cutter. But that sausage sucked. I didn't much care for that. I don't know what it was. But it was something, man. I actually ended up feeding it to my cats.
Yeah.
And it was not good.
Here.
It was not good, man. I love me some sausage. Obviously. We're supposed to be doing a plant-based diet. That maple syrup won't get me in trouble.
Hey, maple syrup is plant-based.
It is plant-based. Sweet! Man, I want maple syrup for lunch. Here we are. We're going to talk about lunch.
Here.
It's our grand birthday,
Here.
man. We'd be eating one meal, talking about what we're having for the next. Whoa!
Maybe we can talk the cat into going up there and getting
Oh, man.
that. Sorry, Kai.
You're going to have to get you a ladder.
I've got him busy now for a little while.
Yeah, that'll keep him
He'll
entertained. That'll
come
keep him
back
out of my
until
hair
he
for a
finds
minute.
it.
Oh, no, he knows right where to watch. He's probably going to jump up there. Wouldn't that be, man, that'd be awesome to catch that on video. Wouldn't that fire with a dog jumps on with him.
Get squeaky toy.
What else, man? Was there anything? Do you remember me saying I was gonna talk about anything? All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back over there, saw some of that, get some of
I'll
this
stack
stack.
this up so we got some room to split these big ones.
Because man, you start moving it. It's back
gets
to
when my ears
it's
are
a little bit
cold.
crisp. But still, man, there's no way. What is it? February 9th, 10th? Man, it is.
No long johns. I'm
Unbelievable.
not wearing long johns.
No, and when it's on Bob's, and I don't know if I really said I made a comment, but I don't know if I said anything out loud, but there's somebody who was down in Mexico and had inches of snow in Mexico. Man, I'm telling you, this weather,
Yeah, it's been a strange
the
one.
weather thing, man, is crazy. I think that's about all we got for this morning. So,
He's waiting for you.
yeah, he is.
I know if you can see him on camera. He's standing there waiting.
He's like, oh crap, I'm gonna get that. Put my ladder over there, he'd go right up there. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I hope so. What, man? Get it! Get it! Anyway, good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ha 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 ha. You did good, Miss Kitty.